everybody, and I want to talk to you guys about the Osiris DLC. I want to talk to you about the last stream, I want to talk to you about the Infinite Forest, and I want to talk to you about the video that I pre-made before the stream happened. So first of all, if I sound tired and weird and like, bah, it's because I am. I just woke up to just a sea of negativity. I'm still in Japan. I'm in Japan until November 29th. So the Bungie streams for me are at 4 o'clock in the morning, which I can get up for sure, but I'm currently about 2 hours away from traveling from Kyoto to Tokyo, so it's been a little rough to keep up with stuff. So all of the videos that you are seeing come out from me are ones that are pre-made from the event that I went to, from me playing at Bungie, from me being told what I can and cannot talk about, and that's the videos that you're seeing. They're happening before the Bungie streams, which is definitely not ideal, but that's kind of what I have to work with at the moment. So let's talk about a few things. The last video that I uploaded was about Lost Sectors, it was about exploring Mercury, and it was about the public event. Now, I took down that video, and the reason that I took down that video is because after watching the Bungie stream, I feel like I have more to say. I feel like I have different opinions, and I want any video that I have to be fully representing how I feel about a thing. It's important to me. It's important that what you guys are seeing and hearing is genuinely how I think and feel about a thing. So I took it down. If you can't find it, that is why. Now, I will say that my opinions on the Lost Sectors not being on the map and you actually have to find them, I do like that change. Does that change mean that everything that's ever wrong with Destiny 2 is better? No, it does not mean that. But it does mean that, hey, there was a change that happened and I like that change. It wasn't a change where I was like, why the hell did they do that? It was a change where I was like, okay, finally, that makes sense. The public event on Mercury is a good public event. It's a bigger public event. You get to travel to different spaces. You get to spaces that you can't even get in Mercury when you're normally exploring. I think that is a cool public event. Again, does that make everything wrong with Destiny 2 better? Definitely not, but it is a public event that they created that I actually think is pretty good. Is it going to be fun forever? Probably not, but I do think the public event is a good public event. Now, let's talk about the things that were shown. Let's talk about the Infinite Forest. Let's talk about a few things. So, I just want to say that the stream about all of this stuff was extremely underwhelming. I watched it and I was like, that's it? Okay. It was a pretty short stream. It was not a full hour. They didn't have a full hour of stuff to show us. They just showed us a public event and they showed us an adventure. And I want to say that the Infinite Forest sounds a lot cooler than I think it actually is. And I was going to do a separate Infinite Forest video of where I talked about the Infinite Forest, but I'm just putting it all in this one. Also, I didn't really think about what I was going to say before I made this video. I just knew that I wanted to make it, so I'm sorry if it's rambly and awful. I will try and keep my rambling to a minimum. But the Infinite Forest is described as like this place where you could travel to the past, the present, and the future, and you never know what you're going to get because it's always different. And it is that. Like, that's not a lie. It is that. But the Infinite Forest, I feel, is a little bit repetitive. You go in there and yeah, you will sometimes fight Cabal, you'll fight Fallen, you'll fight Hive, you'll see these different areas from the past, the present, and future, and that is cool, but it does get repetitive quite quickly because you're doing the same thing. You're opening up the gates in the Infinite Forest, and then you're traveling through. So it does get quite repetitive quite quickly. Now, I think it's a freaking technological marvel because how they're making these things random, but they're also crafted by a designer. Every little piece of it is crafted. I don't know how they do that, and it seems like it is very technologically difficult to create. But as a player, it does get repetitive, and it's not as cool as it sounds when you first explain what the Infinite Forest. Even if I was to explain what the Infinite Forest is to you right now, it would sound super freaking cool, but it's not as cool as it sounds, and it does get repetitive quite quickly. So that is, I guess, a negative thing about the Infinite Forest. Also, Mercury, it's not as pretty to look at as other planets, but I will say that as I was running around and exploring, it does feel like there's more to Mercury than other planets. Now, that's probably just because I didn't have a super long time to explore Mercury. But the things that I found, like the mini world boss there were like other bosses around the place that I'm sure had some interaction with something. It did seem like there were a lot of secrets to discover in Mercury, which was definitely nice. Now, let's talk about the forging of these weapons, which I really wish Bungie just didn't even talk about. These streams, I don't know why they keep doing them. I don't think that this DLC needs 3 streams. I don't think any DLC needs 3 streams. I don't even think Destiny 2 needs 3 streams. I think 1 stream just giving little bit of teases here and there about what is to come in the DLC would be totally fine. I don't think we need 3 in-depth things where we get to see a bunch of stuff that's coming, because I think Destiny as a game is best experienced when there's still mystery, when there's stuff to find out for yourself. Like, imagine how cool it would have been if you finished the story, you went to Brother Vance, and he had these quests that you could pick up. And you didn't know what these quests even gave you. You didn't know what they were, but you picked them up, you finished the quest, you took it to Brother Vance, and you realized that you just got a new weapon from doing that quest. And then you look at the wall and you're like, holy crap, there's 11 of these things? There's 11 quests of weapons for me to get that are all different? Can you imagine how cool that would have been for you to experience that as a player? But instead, it is put into a stream that was pretty underwhelming, and people know what it's all about, and it just severely impacts how cool it is, in my opinion. And it now has a negative light on it. I actually think it's really cool. I think it's really good. I think the fact that now they are tying adventures to these weapons is awesome, because right now we have absolutely 0 reason to do adventures. We have no reason to do them except, do you want to learn more about the world? But as a player, there's no real incentive to play adventures. Whereas with the Osiris DLC, you actually have to do these adventures to complete these quests to get the weapons. So it makes the weapons more memorable because you're doing a quest to get them. You know where you got them from. And it also ties in adventures. And I think that's really good. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it's really good. I can't be negative about that. I think that's a good thing. It's what I've wanted. I wanted weapons and armor to be more meaningful. That makes it more meaningful. And I've wanted adventures to be, well, actually have a reason to play adventures, and that gives you a reason to play adventures. So I think that is really good. That is a good thing that I saw from these streams. But man, that last stream was pretty underwhelming. And I'm actually really scared about the next stream, because Deej said that he's gonna show us the armor. He's gonna show us the raid lair armor and stuff like that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this stuff. I don't want to see every single armor piece before the DLC comes out. I don't want to know everything that I have to do to get those armor pieces. I just don't. Like, imagine if they just had 1 stream, they showed little tidbits of stuff, they showed one of these weapons, and it was like, how do you get it? I don't know. They showed one of the armor pieces, just 1, and showed what it looked like with and without ornaments, and was like, guys, all of these armors have ornaments for you to achieve through doing quests. Like, I just feel like we're getting too much information. And Destiny is a game where the more mystery there is, the more there is to explore, the better the experience is going to be for the player. And I'm super sad that we get shown so damn much stuff. But I just wanted to let you guys know about the video that I put out. It was a video that I made just talking about the Lost Section of the public event. I wasn't like, hey guys, these things changed the way that Destiny is forever. It's the best thing in the world. But I do think that the public event is good, and I do think the change to Lost Sectors is good. But that is not me saying that it fixes absolutely everything. And after watching that stream, the Infinite Forest doesn't look as cool as they explained it to be. Not saying that they're lying. Again, like, if you explain the Infinite Forest, it sounds freaking cool, but it's just a little bit repetitive. It's not as fun as I thought it would be. Which, again, I was going to talk about that in another video dedicated to the Infinite Forest, but now that video is kind of this video. So all in all, being in Japan is hard to keep up with streams that are at 4 a.m. when I'm literally in the middle of traveling from one side of Japan to the other. But I'm doing my best, and I hope that you guys now have a better understanding of my opinion so far of the DLC. So far, I think that there are good changes. like the adventures being tied to forging weapons, the fact that we can forge weapons, I think that is good. I think that the change to Lost Sectors is good. I think the public event is good. But by no means do I think that any of this stuff makes Destiny the game that we have all wanted it to be. I don't think that it does. I think that the forging weapons is a step in the right direction, actually, because we're making weapons meaningful and we're giving them quests. We're getting stuff to work towards each week to get these weapons. It's some kind of implement of an end game, but they need to add so much more for it to actually be a meaningful end game. So I think that's all I have to say. I'm really concerned I'm gonna end the video and be like, God damn it, I forgot to say all the stuff that I wanted to say. But mostly I just wanted to say, guys, the stream was underwhelming. I thought it was underwhelming too. The video that I put out was not me saying, hey, that stream was not underwhelming. It was me just saying that the Lost Sector and public event was good changes, because they were, in my opinion. So hopefully that does give you guys a better outlook on how I view what we have seen so far. I am scared for the next stream. I don't want to see all of the armor. I don't want to see it all. I really hope they don't show it all. I really hope they show, I don't know, a leg piece and we're like, that's it guys, I'm just showing you the leg, just a little bit of leg action. I really hope that's all they do. I don't want to see all the stuff. But yeah, that is all I have to say for now. I will be uploading other games. I know a lot of people are like, why are you just still uploading Destiny? Well, it's because I'm in Japan and I haven't been able to upload much stuff. I might even upload my playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club so far, because that game is just, oh my gosh, game's great. But there will be other games coming to the channel, not just Destiny, but I can't currently do that while I'm in Japan, and I'm in Japan for almost 3 weeks. So yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of an update on me and how I'm feeling about Destiny right now. I'm feeling good and bad. How I'm feeling about what we've seen so far, again, I'm feeling good and bad. I don't want these streams to happen in general. I don't think they're necessary. I think they hurt the game more than they help the game. So thank you guys for understanding that I'm in Japan. Thank you for understanding all of that stuff. And I hope you enjoyed me rambling, because I'm definitely rambling now. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. And I will speak to you awesome people later. Bye.